problems and finding better recommendations based off of what the actual students are looking for and wanting in the university. That's the major goal, and also to turn UTEP into is something like comparable to Harvard. Like I personally see that if there's probably something that's missing when it comes down to either the culture aspect or maybe there's something when it comes to the quality education, that will be discovered when it comes to unveiling the data, right? When it comes to that, I actually want to have UTEP comparable to Harvard and actually having it one of the top universities to go to as well. Now, personally for me, when it comes to another aspect that I have as goal is to have like a developmental program where we can actually inspire young entrepreneurs to actually have the resources ready to go and not just to work a regular job if they don't choose to. A lot of people that are coming up in this generation, they're more resilient to this administration of they want to do it their own way. So if they actually wanted to, we'll have all the resources ready for them to go ahead and pursue that route as well.
Mr. Huang. Mrs. Pettis, what will be your main goal while in office?
My main goal as SGA president is simple but powerful: to make student government work for all students again. I want to create a campus where resources are accessible, initiatives are inclusive, and your voice just isn't heard, it's acted on. I aim to leave behind lasting systems, not just temporary fixes, but sustainable programs that support students academically, emotionally, and financially. Too often, student government is seen as something in the background, not truly impacting students' daily lives. My goal is to change that perception. I want SGA to be more than just a title or a platform. I want it to be a powerful, visible force on campus that students can truly rely on. It's not about promises, it's about action. From securing resources for those that face food insecurity to pushing for real improvements in mental health, I'm committed to ensuring that students feel their voices matter, and more importantly, we're taking action on the concerns they bring to us. I could sit here today and list a long list of vague promises. Instead, I'll list what I've already done for you. I've established a minor that will launch fall 2025 to bridge educational gaps. I'm working on an initiative to bring napping pods on campus to the Green Fund. I've established a free legal education program. All these initiatives are just the beginning. And what they are not just temporary fixes, but they're long-lasting initiatives that will be here to serve students now and future generations of minors. Thank you.
Thank you. Now on to the next question. Mr. Boatright, how do you plan to foster unity within the UTEP community during our current socioeconomic climate?
Yeah, thank you for the question. I think fostering unity is incredibly important. We're all stronger and we will go further when we are together. And I firmly believe that what we need to do is that we have leaders in charge of our country right now that they don't want El Paso to succeed. They are directly targeting El Paso and UTEP as places that they don't want to see prosper. And so what we need to do is have a very strong community here in El Paso. That's a support system. And see, what I think I bring a good experience of is that I have outside connections from UTEP. I've been connected across the federal, state, and local levels of government to key local politicians that are going to be able to provide support to our students. That's whether that's working with our new district attorney, James Montoya, to bring the Uber passes to UTEP that you see. Why can't we have that at UTEP? You see that posted on FitFam. That's a perfect thing to bring here. To foster unity, what that is to connect people with outside organizations, nonprofits that can help them. That's exactly what I did. I was a lead organizer of the Know Your Rights event, where we educated over 100 students on their constitutionally guaranteed rights and connected them with legal nonprofits able to offer them assistance during this very difficult time. So to me, it's working together because we all want the same thing, and we have to realize that there's people that are targeting El Paso, and that's really going to require us to all work together. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Boatright. Mr. Huang, how do you plan to foster unity within the UTEP community during our current socioeconomic status?
Yes. So me personally, I come from a very heavy business background. I've been personally a general manager at the largest vehicle accessory store in El Paso, and I have a lot of business networks when it comes to the Asian communities as well. The goal for that is when it comes down to unity of locally in El Paso, actually collaborating when it comes to the businesses, having more economic growth when it comes to certain business events, certain specific industry events as well, for real estates, for restaurants, for food. So then that way, all of these events can also tie into UTEP and also El Paso being a hub where people want to come and actually visit and spend their money. So then that way, they actually foster the growth of local business growth. And also, I wanted to have a collaboration when it comes down to UTEP as a university collaborating with these local businesses as well. Then that way, they have offering the more job positions for the students that are locally tied in. So then that way, the number one problem that El Paso has right now is actually brain drain, where people that are extremely smart and knowledgeable will leave El Paso. But I think fostering that unity and having it super grounded in El Paso will have that unity come to life as well.
All right, thank you, Mr. Pong. Ms. Perez, how do you plan to foster unity within the UTEP community during our current socioeconomic climate?
Right now, our students are working full-time, supporting their families, and trying to succeed while facing food insecurity, housing issues, raising immigration concerns, and DEI rollbacks, university phishing attacks, and mental health struggles. I live that, and that's why I advocate the way I do. My campaign, Your Voice, Your Power, was built with intention. I'm not doing this alone. My team is made up of students who already led various initiatives, from free legal education programs, tackling food insecurity, securing hygiene products, advocating on parking, and creating real academic support. Not for titles, but because we care. We know what students are going through because we are those students. To build unity, we need leadership grounded in empathy, experience, and action. We'll establish it by making it easier to access and never ashamed of something when students need resources or help. Creating spaces for honesty, unfiltered conversations, and real solutions. Partnering across student groups to work together and not apart. Listening to every voice and taking action on what we hear. But more than promises, this is about what I believe, that unity means every student, no matter their background, identity, or beliefs, knows they matter here. That diversity isn't just welcome, it's protected. And that this student government should be something students can trust. Because when we see each other and we fight for each other, that's when real unity begins.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Perez. Mr. Boatwright, collaboration and engagement with UTEP admin is vital to the role of student body president. What relevant experience do you have working with university administrators that would benefit you in this role?
Yeah, thank you for the question. I have a lot of experience. I've gotten to pretty much know a lot of the university administration, have meetings with the dean of students one-on-one to discuss vital projects that I'm working on, whether that's Project Period to provide free menstrual products to students, Project Respect and Protect, where we went ahead to provide free condoms to the student body to reduce the stigma and financial barriers to receive contraceptives. Those were all done through the help of the school administration. I have a lot of work experience working with people that are in high positions, and I'm not scared of asking hard questions and meetings with people. I've already had meetings with the parking and transportation director, with their entire team. So picking up next year, that I'm not going to be a new face to that. It's someone that they know they can trust and work with to accomplish real results. I would love to build on that as president, and I know that I'm going to continue to bring the other people that are running in my party along with me. Because ultimately that's my leadership style. Is if you look at any bill I've ever passed in student government, there's 5+ senators on it. Because I truly believe that everyone should be working together. There is no reason to leave people out or diminish their contributions just because you feel that they're an extra person. So that's why I believe that I bring a unique perspective, because I want everyone to help. Everyone has a place in my administration. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Boatwright. Mr. Huang, collaboration and engagement within UTEP with UTEP administration is vital to the role of student body president. What relevant experience do you have working with university administrators that would benefit you in this role?
I see. Very good question. So when it comes down to administration and collaboration, that is my very strong suit that I have a lot of experience in. So this right here is a actual live demonstration that I've personally built for the largest student organization here at UTEP, which is called MMP, which is the Minor Mentorship Program. It is the fastest growing student organization at UTEP, and I personally built the whole operating system and dashboard for the whole organization to run, even without me being there. Now, there's another thing as well when it comes to specifically administration management. I personally myself have been a general manager at the largest vehicle accessory shop for about 5 years now. And personally, I have a lot of strong systems and automations, AI, and also integrations with other tools and apps as well. Also, another thing is that I was actually doing a very interesting survey when it came down to the administration aspects of student organizations and also the fraternities and the sororities as well at UTEP. And the number one problem is that the experts in the positions of officers, when they graduate and they leave, they don't have any standardized procedures. They don't have anything to leave for the other people. So then it's a vicious cycle of information loss, cycle after cycle, and they have to start from scratch. And that's why, with my personal leadership experience, we're going to fix that problem so then that way we can scale. Because without systems in place, everyone's going to have to start from scratch, whether they want to take on the position of a student organization. But if the systems aren't there, it's going to be so difficult for them to do it. And that's why, me personally, with the administrative experience that I have, I'm a very strong candidate for this position. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hong. Mrs. Perez, collaboration and engagement with UTEP administration is vital to the role of student body president. What relevant experience do you have working with university administrators that would benefit you in this role?
Yes, thank you for the question. I've been able to build and establish meaningful relationships with university at every level, not just to attend meetings, but to turn conversations into action. As policy fellow in the office of the university president, I've collaborated on real policy initiatives and reached as far as the Texas State Capitol. I've worked directly with deans, department heads, and faculty to launch academic programs in state minors, including the creation of a new minor set out to roll this fall. I've also established partnership with professors, law school universities, faculty, staff, and external stakeholders in bringing new resources and opportunities for our students. It doesn't just stop there though. We can talk about administrations, faculty, from the executive level, but at the end of the day, we're here for the students. I've established that relationship with all organizations on campus. I don't approach things with a political view. We're all human. We all come from the same person. And at the end of the day, every voice matters. I listen to every organization's their concerns, and I work to bridge what they're working on with each other. I know how to speak the language of administration, and more importantly, I know how to make sure they hear the voices of our student body. I've learned how to build trust, push past the red tape, and deliver results that are lasting. I'm not scared, and I won't back down. My effort in advocating is relentless, and I'm not fearful, and I won't be stepping down for our students. So I'm here to continue the work that I've already worked on and established, and thankfully, as policy fellow, in order to create real lasting initiatives, that has to be done through Texas legislation. And I'm here, I have the experience, and I'm ready to do it for you all.
Thank you, Mrs. Perez. Mr. Boatright, in what ways do your campaign initiatives set you apart from both current and past candidates?
Yeah, thank you for the question. I think what really sets me apart from the current and I guess previous current administration and other candidates running is my political and local government background. I think that I have a true view of how change actually happens at a much bigger level than even this campus. I've contributed to having policies change the way that the El Paso County operates. And seeing that change, I worked at Senator Blanco's office. I was doing analysis on bills for all of this session. I worked at Congresswoman Escobar's office where I was directly contacting federal agencies and even secured a Congressional Gold Medal of Honor for a local veteran, Mr. Victor Lefebvre. I'm different because I have the connections and I know how I can actually use them to make change. And I think student government has been far too long isolated within itself, where nothing really branches out to change more students, where only senators know about student government, and that needs to change. Every student should know who represents them, and that's what I promise will happen. That's what I know will happen, because you'll see me out on campus all this week. That's the same energy that I'm going to bring as president. And so I would really love your support. Please vote Ryan Boatright and El Oso on your ballot.
All right, thank you, Mr. Boatright. Mr. Huang, in what ways do your campaign initiatives set you apart from both current and past candidates?
Yes, so thank you for your question. And personally, for me, when it comes down to if I'm being elected for the position of president of SGA, my goal is to have transparency and actually filming and documenting what I'm doing personally on my social media and also for the SGA social media as well. where actually students will be more accustomed to spending time on social media, right? I'm pretty sure that's relatable to all of us, where we just scroll and scroll and scroll. So they can also get the live updates and actually seeing the changes made, not just behind closed doors, right? But actually at the office. What is going to be changed? What are the bills that are going to be signed? And also getting the response of the student's body as well, right? Getting the survey and information of what do they think and what do they think that is going to be best for the situation as well. My goal is not just to just close myself off, but to have full transparency when it comes down to all the students at UTEP.
Thank you, Mr. Huang. Mrs. Perez, in what ways do your campaign initiatives set you apart from both current and past candidates?
What sets me apart is simple. I'm already doing the work, meaning I'm not just running on promises, I'm running on proof. While past and current campaigns are often built on vague promises and unclear slogans, mine is direct, transparent, and grounded in action. Your voice, your power. Isn't just a slogan, it's a commitment to inclusion and transparency, and most of all, to real results. While others may campaign on what they hope to do, I've already been doing the work, hand in hand with the students. My campaign is about diversity. Our party consists of students across every college, not favoring one more than the other. We're here to be here for every student. And I'm not here to tell you what I might do someday. I'm here to tell you what I've already done. I've launched a new academic minor based on student feedback, returned nearly $60,000 in funding directly back to students to support their academic, professional, and personal growth. Secured nearly $20,000 to launch a completely free, first of its kind UTEP legal education program for the El Paso community because I believe in breaking down barriers. I've partnered to provide students with vital wellness essentials from non-toxic feminine products, an initiative I led, to food security support because no one should struggle to meet their basic needs while pursuing their education. And this is only the beginning. I'm already working on more for you. I've done it all while listening, collaborating, and never forgetting why I started, to serve the students who too often feel overlooked or unheard. I'm not here to be a figurehead. I'm here to be your advocate.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Perez. So now we will move on to the closing statements. Candidates will have a few minutes each to present their statement. So, Mr. Boatwright, please start us off.
Thank you. First, I want to thank everyone for their time and applaud Nathan and Alyssa for both having the courage and the bravery to run. It really takes a lot, and you have my deepest respect for doing that. Last week, it marked 2 months since I lost my friend, colleague, and mentor, Carl McElhaney. I worked with Carl for months at Commissioner Carlos Leon's office. And Carl had spent decades working on Capitol Hill for political giants. He was even one of the main negotiators of NAFTA, one of the most significant trade agreements in US history. And more importantly, he was an incredible person. I didn't know that Carl was sick, and one of the last times I was able to speak with him, I told him I was on the fence about running for president. He looked at me and he told me to do it. Because there is nothing better than waking up and working for the betterment of your community and the people around you. And it doesn't matter if you win or lose because this is not the end. I mention these stories because they matter. They have shaped me as a person and changed how I view the world. And how you view the world will shape how you lead. As president, I will lead with an open heart because I understand we are all going through something. And I believe especially now that our country needs more of that. My vision for UTEP has been consistent with everything that I have done. This campus will be a place where everyone can access the resources needed to improve themselves through educational and professional development. I'm proud of what I've accomplished in my time as Senate Majority Leader. I've worked together with incredible individuals to host a Know Your Rights workshop where we educated over 100 students about their constitutionally guaranteed rights. I've taken leadership of Project Period, which provides free menstrual products to students, and furthermore implemented Project Respect and Protect, provide free condoms across campus, reduce the stigma and financial barriers to contraceptives. I will continue this work as president. I promise to be someone worth your vote. I'm running because I cannot sit on the sidelines. We need leaders who will get into good trouble, necessary trouble, and fight for what is right. Again, I would be honored to receive your vote. please vote for Ryan Boatwright for student body president and for the El Oso Party everywhere you see on your ballot. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Boatright. Mr. Hall, your closing statement?
Okay, so first, hearts out to both the candidates on my left and my right. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of effort, a lot of mental power to be running for this position. And personally, for me, it's that even if I don't win this position or this election, right, it's not the end of the world. And personally, for me, there's so many valuable insights of just running for this and to actually better and improve your community locally. And even just by speaking with the people at UTEP, through the student organizations, also even surveying them and seeing what's working for them at UTEP and what's not working for them as well. It was a very interesting leadership experience because through the pain, through the struggle, there was solutions. And by collaborating with the students on actually providing value to them, it made me feel fulfilled in knowing that because they were going through something and that we could help bring something together to help better other students as well, that made my feelings more filled in knowing that I'm making an impact in this world. And when it comes down to businesses, and no matter where you guys go, when it comes to graduating and leaving college, don't forget the experiences here because this is what we'll be missing one day in the future. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Huang. Mrs. Perez, your closing statement?
First of all, thank you for all of you that are here, for those of you watching, and to my opposing candidates for being here and delivering your speeches and answering Sarah's questions. It's not easy to be here, up here, answering these questions and telling our students what we'll be doing for them. I won't lie, today was a struggle preparing for this debate. Sunday, I had to go down to UVH. If you're not familiar with that, it's a mental hospital institution. I have been dealing with a family member that's been in and out of it, and it's not easy. It's very difficult and very strenuous on me in my personal life. I'm sharing this to let you know that as a student, I understand these struggles. I understand that our own worries aren't within this campus. They far extend that and they far exceed that. Regardless of the struggles I face or personal issues I have going on and having to deal with family matters, I'm still here showing up today the best that I can, regardless of where my mind and heart is, that I will be showing up for you every single day. I've been doing that and I will continue to do that. When I look out at the student body, I see strength. I see students who wake up early, stay up late, carry their communities on their backs, and still show up to chase their dreams. I see you. This isn't about a title or a fancy speech. It's about what we've already started. You deserve a student government that shows up for you, the same way you show up every day. I'm not running because I need a title or a resume builder. I'm running because I know what it feels like to not be heard, and I refuse to see any student feel that their voice doesn't matter. I'm asking for your vote because I've already been doing the work. I've been showing up, I've been advocating for you, and delivering real results. And I'm just getting started. I believe in you. I believe in us. I believe in our community. Together we can keep pushing forward. So when you cast your vote today, think about who's already been fighting for you. That's who I am. I'm that leader that will continue showing up, has shown up, and will continue to bring that for you and our future minors. A vote for me is a vote for you. Vote Alyssa Perez for SJ President, and your voice matters. Your power, your voice, your power is our campaign slogan. Every senator on our team has showed up and shown those initiatives and been listening to your voices. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Perez. That marks the end of our presidential debate. The vice presidential debates will start in about 15 minutes. So if y'all want to take a break, feel free to. Thank you for participating.